we are pleased as always to be AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Toronto Huskies and the Portland Lumberjacks. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way
the winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now an option play on second down. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morrison. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 3. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Number 17.
Now, the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
28-yard line. 2 yards.
Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
2nd and a yard at the 7-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll check on his status when we get back. It's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Looking to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
No gain on the play. Brings
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it
from the shotgun now. Here's an in. Side give. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First and 10.
Can't yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
9 brings up second and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back
to throw now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Second and 10.
On second down, here's the option.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
Out of the gun now on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Huskies 7, Lumberjacks 0.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about...
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive spans 13 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27.
The ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
I don't know what the heck he was.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now a handoff looking right.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
First down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's third down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line. because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this one through the uprights and good. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
That's good.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that is Allen. Still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A 35-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
He was brought down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They're going to look to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll go as is an impressive 31-yard gain.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
He'll look to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
Lumberjacks 21, Huskies 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that's just a solid good.
From his arms, keep it yourself and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now they try the right side here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throw left side complete. It's Morrison. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Number 87.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll buy some, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
of 3 yards. And it's 4th down.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 29-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point.
Makes the score Lumberjacks 21, Huskies 20.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
3rd down and 4.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st and 10.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Brought down back at the 27.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays,
They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
24. Huskies 20.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
On the keeper.
Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Down at the 13-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, but power his way forward.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Huskies 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
The score, Lumberjacks 31.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Portland's offense now about set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a handoff looking right, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by a field goal. At time, a huge factor. A field goal sends this championship game to overtime as they've got a 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's out right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Complete to number 87.
Back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
23-yard line.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The play began back at the 23, and this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that will make this a 4-point game. 5 plays there on that drive.
Huskies 35. Lumberjacks 31. Austin Seibert.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. So now the story changes. Trailing by 4, 34 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stage. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
They'll take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
38.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger